Next.
Are you waiting for an interview?
If you were to be hired, what would you bring to the show different than any other show?
The smile. I love to smile.
And my question for you is, what is your favorite hobby?
Walking my turkey, Frank.
Okay, that works.
I like that.
Yeah.
Hi, who are you?
Hello, I'm Tiffany. I'm the host of the show.
Really? Okay. I'm Raphael. I'm the host of the show.
Really?
Yeah. Well, okay, what are your qualifications for being a host?
I have several. I smile a lot. I love walking my turkey, Frank. I have lots of animals that I need money for to feed them and take care of them. I just got hired. I just got the job.
Wow. Boy, I feel underqualified. There you have it. Welcome to another episode of SacTown Underground. I'm Raphael.
And I'm Tiffany.
And this is going to be a great show. It's going to be very fun. Tiff, what is coming up?
We've got great things coming up. We have Las Vegas's best Sammy Hagar tribute band.
Nice. And we also have some other great stuff. You know, NAB. What does NAB mean to you? NAB.
NAB means NAB.
That's right. Very close. You're absolutely right. But it stands for the National Association of Broadcasters. And they have this huge convention, this gathering in Las Vegas. I don't know if it's in Las Vegas every year, but it was this past year. We had our crew go out there, and it's all of the toys that broadcasters would use. Drones and jibs, which is like a crane with a camera on it. Just everything you can imagine to make your broadcast experience even more enjoyable. And we got a chance to check that out behind the scenes.
Awesome.
Also, how about behind the scenes of a diner in Galt that creates gigantic things? In other words, this gigantic pancake, hamburgers with 5 patties on them. You thought the double patty thing was big? How about 5 patties on one burger?
I'm challenging you to the pancake eating.
Well, I don't know about that because my stomach's not that big. But you know what? I would try it. I would try it. And they have a contest where, you know, if you eat a certain amount of food, you get a prize. So it's really, really fun. That's in Galt.
That's right.
We're going to be checking that out. It's going to be a great show.
And now we're going to Las Vegas, Sammy Hagar's best tribute band, 3-Lock Box. Can you drive 55?
Hey, this is City Sammy from the band 3-Lock Box, and you're watching SacTown Underground. Oh!
You know, this is very exciting. We are doing a satellite interview right now with a gentleman who's all the way in Las Vegas, Nevada. The guy you see right over there is JC. He's the lead singer of 3-Lock Box, which is Sammy Hagar tribute band. Welcome to SacTown Underground. Let's dive right into it. So, how did you get into the tribute band business?
Thanks for having me, Raphael. Appreciate it. On the show, you know, being in the tribute business itself is relatively new to me. And I've been fortunate to meet a lot of other tribute artists along the way locally that have been doing this for such a long time. I don't know how to answer that. I've only been doing this for about a year. We debuted at the at Vamped here about a year ago at the request of Danny Coker himself. He saw me doing some Hagar at a jam, and he said, you know, you really ought to put something together. And I did, and 6 months later, we blasted off out of this place, and the reception's been phenomenal.
It's interesting because not only do you sound like him, but you actually look like him.
This is true. Now, and I had to be convinced myself that I sounded like Sammy. It took some convincing. And once I played with the lineup and they looked at me and said, "We got this," then the rest kind of fell into place. The hair is real, the goatee's real, the color might have some help, but yeah, you know, I don't know where this came from, but I'm really, really lucky that I found it, and that I found it with the lineup that I have. It's a fire-breathing dragon that is just spewing Sammy Hagar red, and I'm having the time of my life with this.
JC, you guys are an award-winning tribute band. Three Lock Box is head and shoulders above the competition within the Las Vegas tribute band scene. How are you guys better than the rest?
You know, I think the market is right, or the opportunity is right for a Van Halen tribute band outside of David Lee Roth. I've been a cover artist in cover bands in Vegas since 2010, and playing around, and everybody does the Roth era stuff. I included. I love playing it. I love singing it, and nobody was touching the Hagar stuff. I was a fan of Hagar, and just like I said, decided to hit it at a jam, and all these opportunities presented itself, and with other artists going, you know, you're playing stuff that nobody's playing. So not only is there not another, at least in our region, a Van Hagar, if you will, tribute that is paying homage to the Hagar era Van Halen, but a lot of the cover bands aren't even touching the Hagar material because his vocal range is so high. Again, I'm really lucky that I'm able to hit those Hagar notes. So we really believe we found a niche product here, and that we, like I said, we've got a lightning in a bottle, and you ain't seen nothing yet.
What Hagar era do you guys cover?
We are covering everything Sammy Hagar from the time he started performing with Montrose through his solo career, his many years with Van Halen, and his solo career after Van Halen, into the Cabo Wabo days, if you will, with Mas Tequila. And we're currently running a little over 2 hours of music, and we haven't even had the chance to get into the Chicken Foot and some of the Circle live stuff that he's doing, some of the throwback Led Zeppelin stuff. There's so much potential to have so much more fun with this set list that we haven't even scratched the surface, and we have tons of material.
You guys have a whole catalog of music to cover with Sammy Hagar and Van Halen. What songs are the most requested and positively responded to?
Oh, that's a great question. And that's something we try to gauge as we build a set list going show to show. And I can honestly say that because we're covering so many years of Sammy's evolution in rock and roll, that you can look out in the audience and different factions of the audience react to different songs. Obviously, the Van Halen love songs get great reaction. The ladies love it. I love crooning to them, so it's great fun. When you go back and you play Bad Motor Scooter and you play Rock Candy, you see the guys raising their drinks in the air and rocking out to that to Steve's tone of, you know, Ronnie Montrose. So I don't know that one does it over the other. They really resonate to our finale when we're doing One Way to Rock, I Can't Drive 55. Obviously, but Sammy's biggest hits get the biggest reactions.
Three Lock Box is tearing up Las Vegas. Any designs on a tour?
We would love to. We just finished and have been submitting our EPK just a few weeks ago. We finished it at the end of March, and we're starting to generate some heat in that area, and been in discussions with venues in California, Arizona, and throughout the West. We're really excited. We don't know where and we don't know when, but we know we're coming to a town near you guys on the West Coast.
JC joining us all the way from Las Vegas. Thank you so much for joining us right here on SacTown Underground. Check out Three Lock Box coming to a city near you.
Oh, thank you.
Have you ever looked at your portion on your plate and thought, this is just not big enough? I want it bigger? Well, then head on to Galt and check out the Old Time Diner and see what big creations they came up with. Check it out. Wow, cool place.
This is very nice.
Hey, I'm gonna use restroom. find us a table.
You got it.
Thanks.
What's wrong? Are you okay?
I had a nightmare like this. I saw an episode of The Twilight Zone, and I'm shrinking. I'm shrinking!
Take it easy. We're in the Galt Old Time Diner. All the food portions here are huge. It's okay.
You hear that?
That is fabulous. Thank you.
Thank you.
This
That's
is
delicious.
mine. Yours should be out soon. What did you order?
Here you go, sir. Get it out to you.
Wow.
Man, thank you so much. This is
How do you even begin to eat that?
with farm equipment. I don't know.
I guess you just start biting from the side? I mean, I've tried to figure out how to cut my pancake. I don't even know how to cut the pancake. Look at this.
I've never ever seen anything like this in person before. I've seen shows on TV, cooking shows, of course, challenges, but never have I actually seen this and been faced with this. This is incredible. So we're in the Old Time Diner in Galt,
Yes.
Tiffany, and you seem to know a little bit more about this place than I do.
This is a fabulous place. This place has been here since 1925, this building. It is a Galt historical building. It's had several different identities before it became our favorite restaurant here,
Yes.
Galt's Old Time Diner. They have a ballroom in the back. They have a skating rink in the back. I mean, this place is incredible.
Big burgers, big onion rings, and there is a challenge, an eating challenge.
There is an eating challenge. In order to win this pancake eating contest, the challenge, you have to eat every single thing on your plate in 45 minutes or less.
Okay, all right. So that means that would it be a burger this size or something big?
I believe the burger is going to be a little bit bigger than this.
That's not possible.
I don't know that it's possible to win this challenge, period. This is more than likely going to look like, but you know what? Let's see if you can just eat this first. Can you carry me?
Well, then who would carry me?
Do they have a lay-down section?
I can't think.
I don't know if I'm ever going to eat again.
I hate food.
I'm so sorry. I need a nap.
Oh my gosh, I'm stuffed just watching that story.
Those portions were huge. I can't eat another bite.
Not for another week at least. That was huge, and speaking of huge, we had a crew go down to Las Vegas to check out the very famous NAB convention, which is the National Association of Broadcasters convention, to check out what all the buzz is about. Take a look.
I'm Caitlin Ellis with SacTown Underground. I'm here at the 2017 NAB show, National Association of Broadcasters. I'm about to go inside and interview a few of the exhibitors. Let's go check it out. How are you today?
Doing great. I think it's probably our 15th NAB, and we're here representing, as you can see from the booth, Laser Graphics, manufacturer of high-end film scanners. Our company, Galileo Digital, we distribute laser graphics, and we help our customers, production studios, film archives, film schools, military, etc., develop their workflows for moving all that old analog film to digital. Since 1952, about 50% of the feature films that were shot have decayed or been lost over time due to vinegar syndrome, as we call it, which is really the decomposition of film.
What sets your product apart from other competitors?
The difference, most film scanners were designed back in the 70s, 80s, and 90s for a DI, digital intermediate, which used to be shooting a film and shooting a movie on film, and then scanning it to digital and then outputting a feature film. These scanners were not designed for DI. These scanners were designed for archives. So they were designed to gently handle all the quirky things that you get with old film: vinegar syndrome, rigidity, warpness, color fading, etc. And they're able to take old film and make the output that comes out of it comes out stunningly beautiful with some of the warped film technology that we have, etc.
We are a mass storage company, high performance. to meet the needs of the digital film scanning industry, especially with the laser graphic scanners, because once you scan the film, it takes up an incredible amount of data, especially at the higher resolutions these scanners are capable of. And the amount of storage that is required to handle all that film, all the film assets that go through these scanners, is well into the petabytes, which is an enormous amount of storage. So essentially we address that, and we try to keep the costs low enough for even the budget-strapped archives to have a place to store all these film assets once they digitize them. And like this scanner right behind us here, this Director 10K, is capable of outputting massive files that actually exceed the resolution that most film is capable of maintaining or sustaining. So again, the amount of data and how quickly that data comes out of these machines is unparalleled. There's nothing else out there really like it.
Thank you very much for joining us today.
Wow, those were some of the coolest toys I have ever seen. Being a broadcaster, there's no better time like this time. This is Tiffany Gibson, your host of SacTown Underground, and today I am here with one of our favorites. We're here with Robin of RSP Galleries. Robin, tell us a little bit about your gallery and what you have going on here.
Our gallery is we try to do all sorts of different type of art here. We have impressionistic and realism and photography. We also do events here as well.
What is your studio predominantly known for? When people think of your art studio, RSP, what do you think comes to mind?
Well, I hope people are finding beauty. Art is sort of a representation of beauty.
Sure.
And so we're always looking for unusual, different things, colors, movement, depth.
That's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
And what you have going on here provides entertainment on many different levels, as well as you're a fabulous resource for art and things that are going on. So people could actually pick your brain for more things than just how do you get a nice shot or how do you do a nice oil paint. You just have a plethora of wisdom here. And it seems that you're partnering with other people too that are all like-minded.
Trying to partner up, it's really important in art. You need to partner up. So you have to build, there's a friend, our artist here, Jim Withers, that's doing all the impressionistic pieces here. He has a term called dynamic partnership.
Okay, what does that mean?
Well, each of us comes to the table with a skill set that we can bring to the table, sort of making like a good salad.
Absolutely.
We're always looking to meet new people and develop relationships in the art world. That's what it's really about.
So if you're a new artist that's here in Galt or even in Sacramento, if they needed a place to showcase their art, they can reach out to you and you're happy to help them, correct?
Absolutely. We've rented the space for artists who've done, wanted to do a gallery showing of their work. It's as an artist, when you can put your art on large walls to really get a sense of what your art is speaking. You need a space, and here you can come and you can bring people and get that interaction. You can hear what people are saying about your work.
If people want to get a hold of you, what's the best way?
Best way is you can email me at robin@RSP Creative Studios. You can go to our Facebook page, RSP Creative Studios, and contact us through phone, 818-257-4378.
We thank you for being here today. Thank you for your time. Come on down.
Don't go all over the internet trying to find out what's going on here and there in Sacramento. There's one place to go. It's a one-stop shop. Of course, I'm talking about the events calendar powered by Sacramento365. Here it is.
May 17th through the 28th, Broadway Sacramento presents Phantom of the Opera at Sacramento Community Center Theater. May 25th, Nilo BMW Corporate Run 3.1 at Capitol Mall Greens. May 26th, Elk Grove Brew Fest at Old Town Plaza. May 27th, East Sac Porch Fest at East Sacramento. May 26th through the 29th, Sacramento Music Festival 2017 at Old Sacramento. June 3rd, Sacramento LGBT Community Center presents Sac Pride 2017 at Capitol Mall Greens. June 3rd, Sacramento Taco Festival on Del Paso Boulevard. June 3rd, Taste of Summer, grand tasting presented by Save Mart and Cesar Chavez Plaza.
It's time right now for our SacTown Underground musical guest. This show's musical guest is Rose Cangelosi, and our very own Tiffany had a chance to not only talk to her, but hear some of her music. Here they are.
Welcome to SacTown Underground. I'm your host, Tiffany Gibson, and today we have our own native born from Sacramento coming to us by way of New Orleans, Miss Rose. Rose, welcome to SacTown Underground.
Thank you.
We're so excited about your performance that's going to be coming up. Tell us a little bit about your music and your style, how you got started.
Well, I was born and raised in Sacramento, as Tiffany said. I started playing drums, a lot of jazz. I used to play in groups all around town, starting with when I was 16, I would always go to this jam session at the Capitol Garage.
Okay.
And from then, I just fell in love with music, and I started writing songs a couple years ago, and learned guitar and piano, and just started sharing my songs with my friends and family, and then, you know,
here you
people.
are.
Yeah, here I am, back in Sacramento.
You've got a CD out, you've got
I
music
do.
going, you've got lots of things taking place. What is your style of music? How do you describe the music that you write and play?
I describe it as contemporary indie music, so kind of contemporary indie rock and roll mostly. But I hesitate to put a stamp of a genre on my music just because I want people to listen to it first and see if they like it. Because sometimes when people hear indie, you know, or they see the hat or something, they're like, oh, I know what that is. That's a bunch of snaps and claps and oohs and ahs. But my music is not like that. It really comes from my heart.
Tell us all of the instruments you play, and then tell us what your favorite is to play.
Okay. Well, my favorite is to play drums because I'm best at drums, and it's way more fun to play an instrument when you're good at it. But I love playing piano and guitar and writing songs through those venues because on drums, you can definitely write, you know, of course, but when I have something in my head, if I need to get it out and I need to figure out how to communicate it to other musicians, I need to be able to say what notes and chords and keys, really relax.
Let me ask you, what took you to New Orleans from Sacramento?
Well, I'm super in love with the city now, so whatever took me there, I'm very grateful for it. But I just had an inkling. It's kind of a pilgrimage for jazz musicians to visit there because that's where the music was born.
Do you share the collaboration of your music with anyone? Do you have outside help that helps you with writing, or are you Girl Friday and you do it all?
I do it all myself, though I would say my friends and loved ones and the experiences I have in life, you know, I wouldn't be able to write anything without those. So lovers, friends, you know, they're as much of a part of my songwriting as I am.
Everybody's playing a part in your musical world. Beautiful. Well, we are excited to hear from you. And at this point, we'll go ahead and get ready. And we will see you in just a few moments.
All right.
Stay tuned. Don't miss Rose. She'll be coming our way. Back at you in just a moment. This is Tiffany with SacTown Underground.
I've been running around all day. Tonight I'm looking for a place to stay. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Called you just to see what you would say. You said, baby, I could go your way. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I'm looking to slow down, baby. Won't you lighten my mood? My heart has been heavy lately. Won't you lighten my mood? I wanna be loved and lazy. Won't you lighten my mood? I'm smiling because you make me. Won't you lighten my mood? Be there in about an hour, you say. say. I hope I still look and smell okay. Ooh, I work hard, you know I like to play. I won't stop till I fly away. I'm looking to slow down, baby. Won't you lighten my mood? My heart has been heavy lately. Won't you lighten my mood? I wanna be loved and lazy. Won't you lighten my mood? I'm smiling because you make me. Won't you lighten my mood? Won't you lighten my mood? Ooh, 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 ooh. I'm looking to slow down, baby. Won't you lighten my mood? My heart has been heavy lately. Won't you lighten my mood? I wanna be loved and lazy. Won't you lighten my mood? I'm smiling because you make me. Won't you lighten my mood?
Respect.